Hey, how's everybody doing? Man, I didn't know I was going to be back at you so soon. But I just want to talk to you and share with you a property. Um, a lot of my old timers, you've seen this before. I think the video was a property with a story. So I'm pretty much just going to add to the story. Here's the property here. Okay, little small church. I think this is part of their like fellowship hall here, and here's the church actually, and this building serves as like just like their fellowship hall. But you see, it's a very small church, down in the city. And I got this property from a guy who got out of the business. Oh, I want to say, I know it was over 5 years ago, between 5 and 8 years. And took me around, talked to me, introduced me to the people, to see if we would click and everything. And, took it over. I took it over for the same price that he did. It's bi-weekly, pretty much a mow and go. Okay? And out of the 4 or 5 customers he gave me, this is the only one I have to today. So I give you another view of it here. All right. And it's right off somewhat a busy street, yeah. So there you go. You see, it's the old school church. Those of you who know about that, family run. The pastor at that time, I believe, man, he might have been in his 80s when I took this over. He has since passed, and one of his sons is now the pastor here. And they kept me on, and we've just been making it work. But what I want to share with you about this property and in this story was how the relationship started out and then what it turned out to be. There was many a days I wanted to drop this property. Now, not so much it's really nothing to cut. It's mow and go. Now, I do more than that because it's a church, but they just wanted it, mow and go, no trimming or whatever. But as the time went on in the years, some things I just couldn't not do. It just got to a point where, I was like, hey, it's right on the corner, and, I'm going to make it look a little bit more decent. In other words, I'm going to do a little more than what you're paying for. It didn't take me any long to do it, so. And the reason why I wanted to drop it was because when it was time to get paid, he would always forget the dates that I came. Like, it's let me see how it worked. Like, I'll come today, but then I'll get paid on the next 2 weeks. Okay? Well, he would always forget that I'd already been. So when I would try to let him know that I was coming, they had the check ready, they paid by check, he would be like, well, hold it, you hadn't been there. And man, sometimes, I would never argue back, respect my elders or whatever. And I would just, try to talk to him. I always keep everything in the calendar and by date. So it would get to the point, sometimes he would lay me out. Like I really had never been there. And I used to always say, what have I got myself into? Well, to make this story to go a little faster, man, over the years, our relationship got better. Christmas time. Now that shed there is where he used to house, things he would give to the community. Clothes and food and things like that. I doubt if they're still using it for that. But I'll never forget one Christmas, He called me in his office, right in that room there, and he said, man, I got something for you. And I was thinking, oh Lord, what in the world is it gonna be? And it was 2 white shirts, 2 white Oxford dress shirts. And they were the exact size that I wore. I mean, still in the wrapper and everything, man. I still wear those shirts to this day. And I thought it was a genuine thing. I never forgot it. And, you know, since then, I've always just come and, you know, try to make it look nice and neat. But I just got a strange feeling today. I don't know why. I think this might be it. You know, I don't know if they're going in a different direction as far as the building. I can see on the marquee that one of the sons' names up there. So I guess he is the presiding pastor. But I just think it may have finally ran its course. And it's been great. It's been great. You know, I've done a couple of the family members' houses. I've done the house that the pastor and his wife, I think the mother, his wife is still, you know, living. So, you know, we built a relationship throughout the family. I think he has 10 or 11 kids. So, but I think, yeah, it may be finally coming to a close. So, and if so, this is one that's kind of bitter and sweet, because it was a great run, some great years, you know, out here. Moors breaking down in this field right here. I've changed belts and everything else right here under that tree in the middle of the summer, and you name it. But you lose one, you gain 2. That's just how the business goes, you know. So I'm gonna leave you with a tip out there now. I don't give tips out a lot, but this way you can't ever say Big Son don't share stuff. Always have said, I'm gonna say it one more time today. Make that video. The video you think is crazy and dumb will be the video that goes to the top. Okay? And just make it. Don't try to make the perfect video, you know, editing this and that. There's nothing wrong with editing. I need to learn how to get a little better. But just make your video. Have some fun. Make your video. Don't worry about the other stuff. Take that from Big Son. Okay, bye.